The first favor didn't feel like a favor at all. It felt like luck. I was standing in line at the bank, already late, already irritated, already rehearsing excuses in my head for why the transfer hadn't gone through on time. The air inside was stale, the kind that smelled like old paper and tired patience. When the teller shook her head and told me the system was down, I felt something inside me drop. Not panic yet, just the heavy anticipation of it. That was when he spoke. "You can use mine." I turned. He was standing behind me, close enough that I could smell faint soap and something sharper beneath it. Not unpleasant. Clean. Deliberate. He smiled, but it wasn't the kind of smile people use to charm. It was smaller, controlled. "I already finished my transaction," he said. "You can step in. It'll take a minute." I hesitated. People don't offer things for free. Not anymore. But the line was growing restless, and the teller was already looking between us. "Are you sure?" I asked. He nodded. "Of course." That was it. No catch, no conditions. I used the counter, finished what I needed to do, and turned to thank him. He waves it off. "Don't mention it," he said. "Sometimes people just help." I believed him. That night, I thought of him only once, briefly, as I made dinner and replayed the day in my head. I remember smiling to myself, thinking how rare it was to meet someone decent without reason. I slept well. The second favor came 3 days later. My phone rang while I was struggling with a flat tire in the rain. I didn't recognize the number, almost didn't answer it. "Are you still near Maple Street?" he asked, as if we'd spoken 100 times before. "Yes," I said slowly. "Why?" "I saw your car pulled over. Thought it might be you." I looked up. He was across the street, already walking toward me, rain soaking through his jacket. He knelt without hesitation, loosened the bolts, changed the tire with practiced ease. I watched, embarrassed by how grateful I felt. "You didn't have to do that," I said. He shrugged. "It was on my way." That wasn't true. I knew it wasn't. Maple Street wasn't on anyone's way. But I didn't challenge him. I thanked him. Again. The third favor was smaller. He asked me to hold on to a package for him. Just overnight, he said. Something fragile. He didn't want it left outside his place. I remembered the weight of it when he handed it to me. Heavier than it looked. Warm somehow. Wrapped carefully, sealed with tape so smooth it looked intentional. "Just until tomorrow," he said. "I'll pick it up first thing." I hesitated longer this time. "What's in it?" I asked. He smiled, the same controlled smile. "Nothing that concerns you." I should have said no, but I didn't. It felt rude to refuse someone who had helped me twice without asking for anything back. It felt paranoid, dramatic. And besides, he'd trusted me with it. That mattered. I set the package on my kitchen table and slept badly that night. I dreamed of knocking sounds, soft, rhythmic, coming from inside the box. When I woke up, my heart was racing, my mouth dry. The box was silent. He picked it up the next morning, thanked me, and left without lingering. For a while after that, nothing happened. Weeks passed. Life resumed its usual dull rhythm. Work, sleep, bills, noise. I almost convinced myself the favors were just coincidence. Then the fourth favor came. "I need you to make a call for me," he said. We were sitting across from each other at a cafe I didn't remember choosing. I don't remember agreeing to meet him there either, only that I was suddenly sitting down, coffee untouched, listening. "A call?" I asked. "Yes, nothing serious. Just repeat what I tell you." My chest tightened. "Why can't you do it yourself?" He leaned back slightly, studying me the way one might study a locked door. "Because they won't answer me," he said. "They will answer you." That should have been enough to end the conversation. Instead, I asked who they were. He said, "Someone who owes me." I made the call. It lasted less than a minute. I said exactly what he told me to say. I didn't threaten. I didn't raise my voice. I just delivered the message. When I hung up, my hands were shaking. "That's it?" I asked. "That's it," he said. "You did well." I went home feeling hollow, like I'd stepped slightly outside of myself and didn't know how to step back in. The favors began to come closer together after that. Each one was reasonable on its own. Each one had an explanation. Each one felt like a test I had already passed before realizing it was being graded. Pick something up, deliver something somewhere else, say nothing, ask nothing. I told myself I could stop any time, that nothing bad would happen if I said no, that I was in control. The first time I tried to refuse, he didn't argue. He just looked disappointed. "I understand," he said softly. "I won't ask again." The relief I felt was immediate and short-lived. The next day I found the package again, on my kitchen table, the same one from the 4. No note, no call, just waiting. That night I didn't sleep at all. By the time I realized the truth, I was already entrapped inside it. Favors are never about what they cost you at the moment. They're about what they make you capable of later. Every small yes reshapes you. It dulls your sense of refusal. It trains your conscience to negotiate instead of object. And once you've crossed enough invisible lines, the idea of crossing one more doesn't feel like a choice anymore. It feels inevitable. The final favor was the simplest. "I need you to stay quiet," he said. About what, I didn't ask, because by then I already knew. I did as he asked, and when it was over, when everything came apart exactly the way it had been designed to, he disappeared from my life as cleanly as he had entered it. No goodbye, no debt collected, just silence. Sometimes late at night I replay the beginning in my head, the bank, the line, the smile, the moment I could have said no and didn't. I understand now what I couldn't then. The first favor was free, because it wasn't payment he wanted. It was permission.